Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ozi anyị wetara unu tata si n'aka otu nwanne anyị nwoke, a Biafra activist. Dịka o si dere anyị ozi a n'iru akwụkwọ, ọ dere sị: Gentle the Yahoo arrest by Nigerian army. The truth is out as TVC news exposes hidden secrets. Biafrans react. This Gentle the Yahoo bụ one of the Biafran Liberation Army ndị Nigerian Army jidere. Ị ga-esi anya bụ ozi, gbaa mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi alụta ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa gere ya ka ọha n'uju.
So, in the past, efforts had been made to capture him and bring him to justice. But this time around, the Nigerian Army 34 Division, 34 Brigade under 82 Division, and then the 34 Brigade is based in Owerri. Okay. So they stormed his community, the community that is Aku Ihube. It's a village in Okigwe local government that shares boundary with Imo and Abia, shares boundary with Abia and Anambra. And they went on foot. The soldiers trekked for close to 4 hours. No, they didn't want to use armored vehicles like they did in the past. It was more like a commando nation. And they had his house surrounded. Then the strike team went in. Gentle's boys were firing from the ceiling, and our troops returned fire, open fire. And when they saw that the guys who were firing from the roof were not going to come down, those on the outer cordon continued to fire. The army had no choice but to set the building ablaze. Once the building was set ablaze, 2 females and 3 males jumped out of the building. They attempted to escape, but the army opened fire. There were still 3 persons left in the roof who refused to
surrender,
to come out. They remained there. One of them was his 2IC, who eventually jumped out and scaled the wall. But the troops fired on him. They killed his 2IC, and the 2 females, the 2 women who were with them, were also killed, as well as 2 males. But at this time, what I can report is that the soldiers recovered those 2 corpses of the male fighters, but they cannot confirm yet whether Gentle the Yahoo was one of the persons who were killed, confirmed killed in the incident. But villagers who had been under ceaseless harassment from him confirmed that his 2IC was dead. They are still trying to confirm whether the 2 other guys.
So we'll just wait as events.
Yes, you know, we just have to wait and get confirmation. But we know that there was a big operation involving the Nigerian Army, the surface troops who entered this community through NATO village and had his house surrounded. No escape for him. It's possible that he's one of the dead, but they are in the process of confirming that.
Identifying.
Yes, and it's possible that he found a way to escape. We cannot say categorically at this time. In the fullness of time, the true situation will be confirmed, and the Nigerian Army will be able to tell us that this is the situation. They can confirm that Gentle the Yahoo has been killed, but we have to wait. Situations like this post-operation examinations, you know, are being conducted in the whole area to know maybe even he suffered injuries and succumbed to his injuries. We don't know yet, but the army is urging patience at this time so that they can confirm to us whether indeed he was one of the people who were killed in that operation. But kudos to our troops for the sacrifice, walking on foot right up to his village, so that they will not know that they were coming, because in the past they used armor tanks and all that. The rumbling of tanks sometimes notify the enemy that look, the enemy that the army was on the way. But this time around, they tried to surprise him by going on foot. So it was a very brave effort on the part of our troops. And as I always say, no man is bigger than the Nigerian state. If Gentry the Yahoo survives this, I know that his days are numbered. He will eventually be made to pay.
And it shows that there's no hiding place.
Yeah, they know, once they identified his house, they had to go there. They went to his village, Ihube village, and then entered this village through NATO on foot to make sure that they had the building surrounded to block any opportunity for him to escape. And his fighters were killed. Well, they are trying to identify him, whether he was one of the people killed.
Okay. I mean, but what does this say about the security operations in that region for them to, because I saw that video, it was really gory, but what does this say that the Nigerian army went there, the intelligence was right, and...
No, you know, you just said something. Commit a crime in Nigeria, and you put it out there, there's no how that won't get you.
Absolutely.
You know? So it shows that the Nigerian army is working, and we just have to, you know, commend them. You know, going by foot, you know, from where they were to where they wanted to deal with that person and get that Gentry the Yahoo. You know, you if you look at the kilometers, it's very, very far.
Very far.
It's very far. But they decided to take that risk, and also to ensure that people in that community, you know, breathe a sigh of relief. You know, because right now we need to get that, you know, confirmation. And I'm very sure by the time we finally get the confirmation that it's gone, you know, you will see that the people in that community will be so excited and happy.
It will also send a signal
to others.
Exactly.
You know, because there are so many of them who, in the guise of agitation, you know, in the guise of agitation, they have, you know, instilled fear in the minds of people. And that is, I'm not sure that is what those who said let there be this particular you know nation come out. It shouldn't be about instilling fear on communities. But I want a situation whereby this will send a signal to others across the country that wherever you are, if you are committing crime and you think that you want to be bigger than the Nigerian state, they will deal with you, no matter who you are. Because I know that there are so many of them like that, you know, because they have guns, they have money, you know, and they are being backed by some people that we don't know. But I know that at the right time, you know, they would also face the music.
Now, another thing is, now that we're hearing reports that, okay, he's been killed, he's not been killed, how do we make sure that, what measures should the Nigerian army or this the security agencies put together when it comes to retaliation from his loyalists?
Well, you can't be too careful. Soldiers know that the job that they've elected to do is a very dangerous one. Ambushes are common with this kind of adversary. Attack on convoys, attack on even checkpoints, military checkpoints are common. So we've lost many soldiers through this. They will need to continue to be vigilant. They should be ready to take the battle to the enemy, which is what they have done today. I'm really proud of our soldiers from the 34th Brigade, Oweri, who went on this mission. And I pray that there's no casualty on their side. And I pray that there will be more successful commando-like operations as we have seen. This is the way it's done in Israel, in America. You take the battle to the enemy, you take the enemy by...
Ngwano, dalo nene no, umunnem, dikun sinesera ni bo media. Gini kunu wali ikwu na kawa nke unu. Basta maka ihe nno n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Gwa ya ife iche n'ụdị nke gị. Deela ya n'akara kọmentị ka mara ihe i chere. Ma chetakwa tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o were ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, ka emesịa nụ.